and they captured some of the ESN and they took them into Abuja. They went and broke prison and they took those people they released from prison and they sent them to Showdown to train them to attack the Biafran people and use them as their unknown gunmen. All these were false flag operation conducted by Nigerian government in Biafra land. And she did investigation and found out all this. So she was given that warning that the destabilization of Biafra land is done by the Ebubango through the politicians, through the governors in Biafra land. And she was particular of Hope Uzodinma. That now Hope Uzodinma is trying to form another new security outfit, and she warned that no Biafra should participate in that new security outfit that Hope Uzodinma want to form. Every village can form their own security outfit if they so desire. Mazi Nnamdi said the same thing. If you want to form a security outfit to defend your own area, protect your own area, you go ahead and do that. But let it not be a security outfit to fight against the Biafran people. Because each time we hear the governors form their security outfit, when they know to make their address, their first address is all these people talking about Biafra. Don't come and say it here. If you are talking about your Biafra, don't come in. This is always the address. Why is it that every time they come, their attack will be on IPOB, the Indigenous People of Biafra, those who are speaking about Biafra? It is because every single security outfit, more especially Ebubago, they are sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria to continue to maim this live Biafra land. And she made it clear from her investigation that they gave money to some people who claim to be Biafrans to continue to do this. And they have been doing it very, very effectively. And they continue to do it. She made mention of the new plan they have to continue this atrocity. As we speak, she said there is a plan going on to release money and to recruit new set of people to continue to conduct these atrocities. Sometimes when you see they say unknown government, some of them are speaking Igbo. These are some of our Igbo brothers that have been recruited and they have been paid. And she made the revelation of names that she called. The one that called himself Udele. The one that called himself Udele. And the other one that calls himself, what did they call Uruago, or whatever they call him. And one other one, she mentioned her name. That these three people are being sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria, and they are about to pump them in again to form a new security outfit, more especially Hope Uzodinma. And she warned that every one of us should stand up and focus. We should not get distracted. I cannot agree less with what she said. I can't agree less. And she confirmed the attack on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Friday. That while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going back to the DSS, because she was one of those that visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that one of the DSS members kicked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his leg. He kicked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what we are seeing, and it is completely unacceptable. We will never, ever accept this madness. We cannot accept this idiocy. Never. So, my fellow Biafrans, as we speak, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has arrived in the court. He has just arrived in the court as we speak. And we are going to continue to observe the situation to know what the outcome of today's court is going to be. So while we were able to wait and wait and wait, now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in court. That is his arrival in court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrived in court. You can see him carrying his own files. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see him carrying his files in his hand to stand for his case. You see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very much ready to face the court, standing for himself. For the court, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Very much ready and prepared. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ready for his court today. And we are going to follow up. Hopefully that we are going to be getting information. So you know how they always do. Most time they put on restrictions. Most of the time they put on restrictions. So that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can see him already. He's getting angry, and I don't know what transpired. We are going to hear, because this is not a joke anymore. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not joking. He has not come to play. He did not only say that he's going to represent himself. He meant every single word of it. When he said he's going to represent himself, he meant every single word of that. And you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he says he's going to represent himself, he meant it. It wasn't a joke. And he had just arrived in the court. So we are going to continue to follow up. We are going to continue to look through, and we're going to continue to present to you whatever happens today. However it happens, whatever information we can be able to gather from the court, we give it to you. When you see the appearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see how prepared he is. Carrying all the file and required documents that he needed, he has them with him. And he is ready to face his case. He's ready to stand for himself. When you hear him speak, later on, we are going to find out what message he left. And I bet you, it is not going to be a joke. It is not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. Yeah, you can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the report there. He's very angry at the fake news that is flying everywhere. The Nigerian fake news agencies that are distorting the news. They don't say things the way they see it. They see something and they report something differently. These they continue to do all the time. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling them in the courts that they cannot continue to distort the news, that God is a God of justice, and he will definitely get justice. It doesn't matter how they try to distort the news. It doesn't matter how they try to put their lies and blackmail, that the truth must surely fly. That is what he's asking. He's asking them, where is the lying news agencies? Where are they? That they distort the news. They don't know what the law is. They don't know what the justice is. He's asking, where are the new agencies of Nigeria? Where are they? God is a God of justice. Do you know that? God in heaven is a God of justice. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking. In his own word, God definitely is a God of justice. He's asking. Everything that is happening, he gets the information, he hears the news. There is nothing he doesn't hear. And he wants to confront the Nigerian media that are pushing lies and propaganda everywhere. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is very, very sad. What we see in Nigeria is very, very sad. And this is why we cannot, by all means, under any circumstances, we will never be part of the Zoological Republic. Never, ever, ever. We will never be part of Nigeria. No matter what they say, no matter how they say it, we will never, ever accept to be part of the Zoological Republic called Nigeria. We will never. You saw when the United States of America, man, the one that talked about Christian genocide. You saw when the man said the same thing, threw the news agency of Nigeria in their front. He said, don't distort my news. Whatever I say, report it the way I said it. The man confronted the Nigerian news agency before their own very eyes. The man, this is somebody they brought for fact-finding. The man, Nigerian government told Reno Mokri or what they call him, to bring. The man warned the Nigerian news agency, do not change my word. Say things the way I say it. Don't change my word. He warned them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing the same thing here. Asking them, where are you? Where is your conscience? Where is your conscience? You don't know that God is the God of justice? You don't know that God hears and sees everything you are doing? This is how far we have gone. And you can see that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very much ready for his case, studying his files, carrying his files, and to face them head on. And I bet you, Nigeria will not survive this. Nigeria will never ever survive this. There is no way they can survive this. Nigeria will never survive this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that he's going to destroy Nigeria with the truth, not with propaganda, not with lies, not with blackmail, but with the truth. And the time has come. That long-awaited opportunity has come. I don't know why the world is silent. I don't know why the world cannot see this evil. I don't know why the world keeps silent and continue to keep silent at the atrocities committed by Nigerian government against the Biafrans, more especially in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what they are waiting for. I don't know what they're waiting for. They are waiting for the genocide to complete so that they will come and use us to write history. Right? They want to complete their genocidal act so that they will come out the next day and use us to write history. That is what they're waiting for. If not, why else would they not report what is going on? Why else would the world not weigh in the atrocities that is happening against the Biafrans? Why would they weigh in? You saw when I was starting this program, Barrister Aloy Ejimako gave a briefing of what have transpired all this while on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So even if you do not know about the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go back and watch that video I played of Aloy Ejimako. Aloy Ejimako explained the situation of the court from A, B, C to Z. From A, B, C to Z. And when you listen to him, you will see that Nigeria is not supposed to exist the next second. There is not supposed to be a country. You will not wish to be, you will not wish to have another country called Nigeria in the next second. Judging from what we see, judging from what is happening. No sensible person will allow what is happening today in the Zoological Republic. But what are you going to say? Look at what is happening today. As we walk, as we are watching, the police is still brutalizing the supporters of Showore. People that are supporting Showore that came to the court because of Showore. Police is pushing tear gas for no just cause, for no just reason. You can imagine. For no just cause. Lawless police fire tear gas at Kuje residence. Students, while preventing Showore supporters, journalists from entering Kuje court ahead of Showore's case. You can imagine. You can imagine tear gas in the court. You can imagine. Look at children in school. School children going to school. Look at them jumping down from their vehicles. Students going back to school just because you want to prevent supporters of Showore to come to the court. In a court in Nigeria today, this thing is happening today as we speak. Showore is coming to court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already arrived in the court. And they are throwing tear gas for supporters of Showore to dispatch them and make sure they do not come close. These are innocent citizens, armless citizens. They have nothing with them. They have no weapon with them. These same people that are here wasting their tear gas, wasting their effort, cannot go to Sambisa forest. Kwara State is bleeding as we speak. Even as we are watching this, Kwara State is still bleeding. They cannot go to Kwara State and fight in Kwara State to rescue innocent citizens in Kwara State. They cannot go and save their people, their own people in Kwara State. But look at what they are doing in the court. Look at children going to school. Look at children going to school inhaling tear gas. This is not a protest. These are people that came to show solidarity to their leader. Omoyele Showore we are talking about is a presidential candidate. Did not commit any crime apart from protesting for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Apart from protesting for free Mazi and calling out the illegality of the IG of police. A man that has supposed to retire, a man that his tenure has ended. Instead of ending the tenure, they extend it. That is why they are torturing Showore. And they broke his hand. They broke Showere's hand in the process. Look at innocent children, women, children going to school, inhaling tear gas, chasing everybody away. Residents that are going their own separate ways, all in the name of trying to dispatch people who are not supposed to show it. But in Kwara State is on fire. Kwara State is burning. Even as we speak, Kwara State is burning. People are dying in Kwara State. And the international community is watching this lawlessness. And the funniest thing, you go to news, you see them addressing Nigeria as a democracy. What does this kind of attitude got to do with democracy? What does this attitude got to do with democracy? A place where you will not allow people to express themselves. What has this got to do with democracy? Throwing tear gas at the innocent bystanders and people, children going to school. These people are not protesting. They only came to see their leader, who was abducted by Nigerian authorities unlawfully. Abducted unlawfully. And the next thing you could do is to take tear gas and pour on them. And they call this a democracy. And the West joined them to call Nigeria a democracy. This is the evil conspiracy against every indigenous person in Nigeria. But of course, they will not see it because of their destructive diversity. Other regions will not see this evil because of their destructive diversity. The only people that have the boldness to stand against this evil is the Biafran people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I hope Finland is watching. I want Finland to tell us if this is how they take people to court, if this is how their own police behave. This is the country that is giving Finland information upon which they kidnap our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa through their court. This is a country that is feeding Finland information. A lawless terrorist country. A very lawless terrorist country called Nigeria. Finland, I have said this several times, Finland is supposed to be expelled from European Union. If the European Union were of justice the way they claim, if European Union support human rights as they claim, they're supposed to expel Finland for associating and exchanging information with a terrorist government. They're supposed to be sanctioned. But they wouldn't do that because of their interest. Every one of them is about interest. They see us as commodity to trade. They don't see us as humans. And many of us accept it. Many indigenous people in Nigeria accept it. That is why you go to Nigeria. It is about Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. You don't talk about Nigeria because nobody is a Nigerian. No single individual is a Nigerian. What you have there is either you are from Arewa, or you are a Dudua person, or you're from the Middle Belt, or you're a Biafran. Even in their election, you see it displayed openly. Either they talk about an Hausa presidency, a Fulani presidency, Igbo presidency, Yoruba presidency, Ijaw presidency. It's about sectional. There is no Nigerian president. They campaign with it. They don't hide it. You see why we are calling for the disintegration of the Zoological Republic. Our call is not out of hatred. It is not out of envy or jealousy. It is not because we don't know what we are doing. It is because it is necessary to save life. That is the only way lives can be saved. Biafra remains the only solution. The only, I don't say one of those, the only solution to this Zoological Republic. And the earlier you people understand this, the earlier the people pay attention, understand it, the better for every one of us. If you continue to push this evil agenda to force people to stay together, it's just a question of time. It is just a question of time. Everyone will be consumed. It is a question of time. Everyone will be consumed. Everyone will pay a heavy price. Nigeria is not a nation. Has never been. The kidnapping and insecurity you hear about today They are the one that created it by themselves. They are the one that created the insecurity you're seeing today was created by Nigerian government. And I'm going to play a video. There was a video that was made by the son to Fela. I'm going to play that video. You see the exposition made by Fela's son. You see the exposition made by Fela's son. As I said before, I might not agree with him in everything. But that does not mean that when he makes sense and makes revelations that concerns humanity, that I will not play it. I will go to play it. I don't care what you believe. I don't care where you stand. I don't care where your level or what you do. I know every one of them have their interests. There was a time he challenged our prime minister and he attacked our prime minister. There was a time he even attacked our speaker, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was a time he attacked our speaker, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of his own personal interest. But at the same time, we are fighting the same evil. But in the process of fighting this evil, some of them tend to go back. It is either when you fight it in their own tribal way, if you don't do it in their own way, it becomes evil to them. And the same thing is what we are seeing, even in this, our Biafran struggle. Some people, when you don't speak the way they speak, they see you as different. I must not speak the way you speak. Every one of us must not speak on the same tone. The son to Fela is supposed to be an activist. I'm supposed to be on the same page with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same way Showore is on the same page with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same way his father has been on the same page with the Biafran cause, the same way other people have been on it. But because of a personal interest or personal ego, he dragged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into one of his cases, and Mazi Simon took it upon him and warned him and cautioned him. And that brought a kind of a exchange of word for some time. I'm going to play one of his videos where he made a revelation of what is happening in Nigeria. Every one of us have this concern, but the destructive diversity will always play its role. That is the danger of Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is not supposed to survive the next minute. Even though we agree there is a problem, even though we agree that the government of the day is not there to serve any indigenous tribe, not the Hausa, not the Yoruba, not the Efik, not the Ijaw, not the Middle. They are not, the government of the day was not put in place to serve anyone except the colonial masters. But yet, the destructive diversity will not make them to find a common ground. That is why Showore have been shouting for revolution, revolution, revolution. For more than how many years? None of them have the confidence to come and stand up for a revolution. Because of diversity, destructive diversity. You are in the southern part of Nigeria, you are talking about NSAS. The northern part of Nigeria told you that they want the SARS. They said, bring the SARS to them. They didn't participate in NSAS. You talk about bad governance. In the northern part of Nigeria, they began a different model of their own protest for their own interest, and in the southwest, they didn't participate. So this regional game will continue to come in. You can imagine, including the reverend fathers, including pastors who protested during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. Today, things have become more than 100 times more, 1,000 times more than it was then. Worst, but they don't protest. It's just like what our beloved sister Lola Nneka said. Lola Nneka, when she was explaining about these Awolowo boys and the plan to subjugate the Igbos, to take away our businesses, to make sure underestimate us. They make sure they bring us to the level ground. When Lola Nneka said they took that even to the church, and she said Adeboye is fully involved in the attack against the Igbos. And I agree with her 100%. And she gave an example that she herself is a member of Redeem. That in Redeem Church, they will not allow any Igbo person to hold any reasonable position. Even in their big churches, you can't be a pastor there. They want you instead of making it restricting you to the kind of music you sing and think when you do things, and they don't care. When you complain, they tell you that everything is normal. But she says that doesn't stop her for her faith. She goes to church, she makes her offering, and she goes. And that is the way we behave, we Biafrans. Myself, I'm a Christian. I go to church. I pray for Biafra. After going to church, on Sunday, I have my sermon on Sunday, my Biafra message. I come here, I deliver my message. I deliver my message on Sundays. These big pastors in Nigeria, they are part of, more especially Adeboye, is part of the stagnation of the Igbo, the attack on the Igbo Biafrans. And he is doing his own part inside the church of God. He is doing his own part there. You see, our sister Nneka talked about it, and it is a fact. You can deny it for all I care. You can close your eyes to it and say you don't want to see it. You don't want to talk about it, but it is truth. It is the truth, and nothing but the truth. How long are we going to continue on this very path? We don't have anything in common, and the only thing for us to do is to walk away. I want to play that video from the son of one of the son of the younger son of Fela. The revelation he made about the Nigerian police and their involvement in kidnapping. I want you to hear the raw revelation he made after they detained him. You know, they also detained him illegally. After they detained him illegally and later he was released, then he came out and made this video. I want us to listen to what he has to say.
When I go put me for Sewa for party, when I think that they do me bad. Now, I can expose the things I found out inside the cell. And which I found out, if you know panty, there are two cells for panty. Cell 1 and cell 2. Now cell 2, they put all the, misdemeanor, gentle, all their, if you be celebrity, where they arrest, if you don't sleep for Oga office, anytime they want to put you for cell, they'll put you for cell 2. But most of them, in Oga office, they sleep. Me, I don't sleep for Oga office. One, I won't die. But what I discovered for cell 1, where they put me with all the hardened criminals, the murderers, the killers, the kidnappers, you say all the kidnapping group get police inside. All the kidnappers inside cell 1 with me, police they inside them.
Did you hear that?
In fact, now the police they be their ringleader. I swear.
Did you hear that? All the kidnappers that were locked up in the same cell with him, they have police among them. He said even a policeman is their ringleader. When they locked him up in Banti, they kept him where they keep criminals. And you know him, as an activist, he was interviewing them. He was listening to them. Among all the criminals who were there with him, hardened criminals, kidnappers, he said, policemen were part of them. In Banti, policemen were actively part of them. In fact, he said, policemen were leading. They were the ones in charge, leading them. I want you to hear him. I hear him play.
You don't sleep for Oga office. Anytime they want to put you for cell, they'll put you for cell 2. But most of them in Oga office, they sleep. Me, I don't sleep for Oga office. One, I won't die. But what I discovered for cell 1, where they put me with all the hardened criminals, the murderers, the killers, the kidnappers, you say all the kidnapping group get police inside. All the kidnappers who inside cell 1 with me, police they inside them. In fact, now the police they be their ringleader. I swear down. No group of kidnappers who did that say with me will not get police member. Where they don't arrest, we did with them. Either down with the police they with us there, or they find the police, you don't beja. One crew now even they don't catch them. Prison warder, now he carry them escape.
Did you hear that?
They give prison warder open gates. They beja. So warder they can't arrest the warder with them. So warder say come inside inside say one with them. All of us did there, yeah. Facts. And now, bring me to my point. This is going to be a short live. And anybody want to be, they're going to go take their head, knock bamboo, knock kuta. We're going to go dive and hop transformer. The biggest group of kidnappers for Nigeria, the Nigerian police. All of us have been kidnapped by Nigerian police. All of us. What does it mean to kidnap a person? What does it mean to be kidnapped? Somebody can.
Do you hear that? This is the son to Fela and the Kalabuti. I think Femi Kuti. Saying it, that the biggest kidnapper you have in Nigeria is the police. In fact, it is the police that is kidnapping every single Nigerian. And it is not a lie. This is absolute truth. It is the police that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. It is the police that kidnapped Showdown several times. And as we speak, the same police kidnapped a lawyer, Jimako. The greatest kidnapper you have in Nigeria is the police. They are the one kidnapping, including the ones that are in the forest. They have links to. Look at him saying it here. He didn't hide his face. This is Femi Kuti. Everybody knows him. He's a musician. We all know Femi Kuti. He is not hiding his face. His father was a very great activist. And what he said is capital truth. When they arrested him, he said they made the greatest mistake in where they put him. They put him where the criminals are, hardened criminals. And he was able to talk to them. And he discovered that Every single one of them in that cell that is detained for kidnapping, they all have policemen among them. They all have policemen among them. In fact, the police is their ringleader. And he's making it clear that the kidnappers you have in Nigeria are the police. They are the one in charge of kidnapping. And it is, when he say this, so sometimes people are afraid of saying certain things. Or when we say Nigeria is a terrorist country, even himself, he doesn't believe Nigeria is a terrorist country. You see, that is where we disagree. As I say, Nigeria is a terrorist country. For him now, if he hear it, he will say, no, he doesn't agree with that. But I don't have any problem with that. I will not fight him or go and begin to attack him because of that. We are disagreeing on that part. There's an area we agree. And that is what is called democracy. Allow people to express themselves. This is why I say, in my platform, I bring in anything. Even in this, our Biafra struggle, some people get angry simply because you don't express things the way they want it. And I don't understand it. If I have a different opinion from you, that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make me a bad person. That is just my opinion. It doesn't make me a saboteur. Neither does it make you a saboteur. You are entitled to your own idea. If you bring out an idea or a policy that I don't understand, I can criticize it and tell you why I did so. And if you feel that my criticism is not enough, you can come on my platform and speak about it and say, no, look at how you did. We argue it out. Even if we don't agree, at the end of the day, people that are watching us can be able to make choice and make sense of what we have said. I don't agree with this our brother Femi Kuti. I don't agree with Femi in so many things. If you call Nigeria a terrorist country, but look at him now, making it clear that the people that are kidnapping the citizens is the police. He made it very clear. In ABC, he didn't miss one. I want us to listen to him.
All of us did it, yeah. Facts. And now, bring me to my point. This is going to be a short live. And anybody want to be, go take their head, knock bamboo, knock kuta. I'm going to go dive and hop transformer. The biggest group of kidnappers for Nigeria, the Nigerian police. All of us have been kidnapped by Nigerian police. All of us. What does it mean to kidnap a person? What does it mean to be kidnapped? Somebody carry you against your will, right? And then somebody pay money to release you to that person. Yes, kidnappers, they call their own ransom. Police, they call their own bail. But bail is only official. And bail is for free. Nobody will take money from you to bail you. You shouldn't pay for bail. So anytime you give police money, that's not bail. That's ransom. Bail is free. So if you're in Nigeria, where somebody don't hold you, and you don't pay that person for them to leave you, you have been kidnapped. Let's rewind back. 5, 6 years ago in this country, they arrested a man called Evans. They arrest one man, they say name na Evans. They say Evans is the #1 kidnap kingpin of this whole world. They say nobody they kidnap for Nigeria past Evans. Brothers and sisters, since they don't arrest that Evans till now, since they arrest Evans till now, has kidnapping reduced or increased?
Thank you.
They say he's the mastermind of all the kidnap. They say Evans alone and they commit over 50% of all the kidnapping they happen for Nigeria. Say him and his crew.
Is it Evans?
Say him and his crew.
Yeah, now then they commit.
And they kidnap everybody, they arrest everybody, finish. What happened after they arrest Evans for the kidnapping? Even the policeman, when they say arrest Evans, they hold on to. He said go jail. Now the policeman they don't release. As they release them again, I'm not being so. Is it a coincidence that they release what is that policeman's name? I do video. Kiari. I don't forget his first name. But I know the last name that Kiari. I do one video call where I say if you want to Hush by Kiari, because now here Hush Poppy. They say a super cop that time, and they call the man we arrest Evans. Super cop, he said just like business partner. Because at the end of the day, when they arrest that Kiari, no crime, where they no charge her for. No crime. Where they no charge Abba Kiari for. Yes, that's his name, Abba Kiari. There's no crime in this country. Drug dealing, money laundering, 419, kidnap, everything, and they
super cop. Nigeria super
and they
cop.
releasing. And kidnapping has exploded again. So if Nigerian police is serious about stopping kidnapping Nigerian government, then let the Nigerian government workers stop kidnapping Nigerians first. Before me, I face kidnappers who be criminals, where they kidnap Nigerians. Let me face the ones who help me at the pay salary, where they kidnap me. Everybody in Nigeria, except you are the child of one of these our oppressors, where they carry their own police around. You must have been kidnapped. I don't go for road when I small one. We just stand in front of my friend house. I can never forget. We stand in front of, we don't give them shishi. They lock me for cell all night. Uncle Beko, I come bail me the next morning. We just stand in front of my friend house. We just pack boss. What is the scenario of being kidnapped? I'm not saying you go on your own. But they go park motor, carry you, put inside the boot, lock the boot, or put inside the motor, lock the motor, carry you, they go. then somebody will come pay money to release you. Why are we shouting kidnap, 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 as if we are not all being kidnapped in this country? They're not going to wear uniform, no uniform, not be police motor, just downfall bus or white bus or blue bus. You just park, carry boys load inside the motor. You go for road, they will just block you with the motor. Wow, carry everybody inside the motor. You can't go to pay their money to release your loved ones. You go pay their money to release your brother, pay their money to release your worker, your sister, your wife, your husband, your children. I was 16. I can never forget. I just did in front of my friend's house. Jack, I don't even want to give me the carry us. But Jack, mama get crazy. Where? And Jack, the fear make my mind even come because we were standing outside late. It was like 1 in the morning. Jack don't make him come. They make me say, eh. So he said, we just follow me, no talk. I said, they carry us for doing what we are just standing. Citizens of Nigeria, what have you done? You just have to be standing. And they shout answers. No SARS again. Are you not still being kidnapped? Because people will do what they do. These people will do what they do. They come with guns, but China because they're poor people. See, these people will go and carry poor people, call it raid. For them to carry rich people, it has to be kidnapped. They can't go and raid rich people now. So when they need to collect from their hand, when our boys want to train, give gun, no give good work. When they need to come collect from their hand, now they call and kidnap. Make us everybody sweep up under the carpet. Money they change hand left, right, and center. Kidnap and they collect 50 million, 40 million, 100 million. Nobody see them. Person go drop the money, nobody they investigate. Money they move. Kidnap and go charge, collect the money we won't collect. Police go say they rescue this person for stories. But I know if we want to stop kidnapping for this country, the first step is to stop the Nigerian police from kidnapping Nigerian people. Finish. That's the first step. The moment these our political elites can talk to their attack dogs, say leave Nigerian people alone. They're going to say kidnapping, gun will reduce. Yes, that's the moment kidnapping will reduce in this country. The moment police themselves stop kidnapping Nigerian people. When you stop kidnapping Nigerian people, we can now look at the criminals that are involved in kidnapping. But when it's a free for all for the institution, they are used to it. Then I go pursue the person from police, or I go say, go holiday, take break. Somebody will say he's used to making money from kidnapping people every day. They don't enter their police car, they go for road, carry innocent person. You must come pay money to pay now. Seizing phone, carry them, go ATM. Not be police, they do that one. Even the first armed robbery gang in this country. Anini, not be former police in Biabino, not be former police. They are Oga of their group. What be that name again? No? DSP Iyamu. Exactly. DSP Iyamu. Yeah. Police knife food the whole Anini squad.
We never forget that one.
But we don't teach us history. We don't remember these things. We know that we need to clean up these institutions. Many of the rots where they happen for our society come out from the same institutions which supposed to stop the rot. So the stealing of petroleum in Nigeria is perpetrated by who? Mostly NNPC. NNPC was supposed to protect the oil of Nigeria. They are the biggest thieves of Nigeria oil. Banks were supposed to bring wealth to Nigerians. Banks were supposed to bring investment. They are the biggest thieves of Nigerian money. They are the biggest creators of poverty. If you be big man, where one poor quick, just go back, go take loan. When our educational institution was supposed to bring education and information to the mind of African people, rather give indoctrination, make lecturers they take bribe, they take blow job for grades, spreading stupidity. It is the institutions in this country we're supposed to protect Nigerians. Those are the institutions gone that sabotage Nigeria. Any institution they create in this country, the thing we're supposed to do, that institution will destroy that thing. I never seen this kind of before. Me, you didn't worry. It is the institutions, the anti-African, because these people don't understand that these institutions, not many, all the institutions that Europeans have created are institutions to exclude black people from the benefit of those resources that the institutions control. You understand? Academia, what does it mean in Latin? It's exclusion. Europeans create these institutions for exclusion, to remove you, not to bring you inside. So they are happy to spread these institutions in your country, put black people to run the institutions, because these institutions will still create the same results. Go to America, they tell them, go America, go black people area for America. The same thing with the experience as black people for Nigeria, not the experience. Police.
So you've had what Femi Kuti is saying, and when you see his points are very, very blunt. I might not agree with him in everything. But I bet you he is making a very, 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 very important and great point. We don't agree with him in all things, but when it comes to this issue of the atrocities committed in Nigeria and that government continue to commit, it is the same everywhere. And we have to call it out each time we see it. We don't miss words. We don't miss what we call it out for what it is. Season, I see somebody joining me there. Season, let's hear you. Season, let's hear you. Let's hear you. Unmute yourself and speak to us. Okay, I'm not sure that Season wants to speak. I'm not sure that he wants to speak, so he can be on the background and be watching us. We don't have a problem with that. The platform is for everybody to join and observe. So we got to be following the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. You can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's very, very much prepared for his case. He's very much prepared, and when she arrived in the court, he has already made his comment, and you see what is written on that very place. It said, breaking, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu breaks silence in court. God is a God of justice, he declares, as he arrived at the Federal High Court, Abuja. For the continuation of his trial, he would be representing himself. You can see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very, very much prepared. He has all his files with him. He has all the documents he needs with him. And we are going to be following up to see what transpires in the court today. And some of the legal team are there to assist him and to also give him some information that he needs. And we are still waiting to hear about also the release of Aloy Ejimako. He's supposed to be free today. Showore is also going to be in court today, hopefully to be free today also. So we are going to be watching closely, and whatever information that comes, we bring it forward for people to see. So what you are seeing today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court, fearlessly speaking and calling out the media of Nigeria. Nigerian media is the most evil thing that we have to deal with. A very dangerous evil that everybody must be aware of. Nigerian media. They have done more damage than any other institution in Nigeria. The way they push their lies, just like in the case of Showore. Every one of us saw Showore shouting every day in all his news that these people did not serve him. The court did not serve him the order. That the court order was not served to him. But when they began to report this, none of them was able to point out that very court order, that it was not served to Showore. They ignored it completely, and they continue to push that very agenda of the zoo. They continue to push that one that suits them. That is the one they continue to push. They didn't care about what anybody wants to say. They didn't care about what Showore has said, information. They didn't care about the truth. And they didn't even care to go ahead and see Showore, ask him questions, investigate, and hear what he had to say. None of them made that move. Instead, they began to push the narrative of Nigerian government. They continue to push the narrative of Nigerian government, and all you're going to hear from them is, "Oh, he went to the restricted area, the area that was restricted. That was where he went to protest. He was told not to protest. They gave him a court order. He disobeyed the court order." This is what all you heard in all the media. That's what they. Okay, look at the abduction of Showore in the court after he has been granted bail. How many media houses blew the trumpet? They talked about it once and then went back for it. And some of them will even come to defend it. They spoke about it once. Showore is part of their media. He's also a media figure with raw information. But all these things are happening in the Zoological Republic because Nigeria is not meant to be. It is not meant to be. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It doesn't matter what you think about it. It is not meant to be. But I bet you, in this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, seeing how prepared he is, this is where they will do case. After this one, they will never go for another case. After this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is the end of the road for the zoo. After this one, they will pray never to encounter somebody like him again. They will pray never to encounter somebody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, "I will destroy the zoo with truth." And that truth is what he's holding in his hand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to the court on his arrival. He invoked the God of justice. He invoked the God of justice. It is not about ranting. It is not about qualification. It is not about trying to pray. He invoked the God of justice. That is what he did. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I bet you after this case, Nigeria will never remain the same. They will regret why they called him. He is defending himself, very much prepared, and ready to face them head on. You know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has challenged him several times, stand him in a debate. And after 1 minute, if he can still remain the same, that moment has come for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stand tall and represent himself in the court. And we are going to see what is going to happen. Whatever happens in the court today, we will continue to transmit it, we will continue to share it, and we will continue to bring it to you, what is actually happening. It is so sad. It is so sad what we are seeing. But no matter what it is, we must continue. And we will never give up. We will never give up. No matter the attacks against the Biafran people, no matter the attack against our lawyers, no matter the attack against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter the intimidation against our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi in Finland, we are going to get to Finland very soon. Very soon, we are going to open the Pandora paper of Finland. We are going to open that. Don't think it's going to end like that. We are going to open the Pandora paper of Finland very, very soon. And when we get to that, you are going to marvel what you are going to see. And we are calling on the European Union to dismiss Finland from European Union. Finland is supposed to dismiss. They are not supposed to be part of the European Union. They are not supposed, for any reason whatsoever, Finland is not supposed to be part of the European Union. Because there's no way you'll be sponsoring terrorism. There's no way you'll be exchanging information with a terrorist government, a terrorist country, and you are still part of European Union that we know that the European Union, that they are in support of human rights. They are they are promoting human rights. So how can you be exchanging information with a terrorist country and then you'll be part of group also who is promoting human rights? It doesn't add up. And when we say Nigeria is a terrorist government, it is not me that said it. A court in Canada, a high court in Canada. Canada is a very civilized country. Very, very civilized country. First world country. For a court in Finland to tell you that the leading courts, the leading political parties in Nigeria are terrorist organizations. It is not a joke. And when you hear that, what does that mean? That means that your country, that country, Nigeria, if you call yourself a Nigerian, you are being ruled by a terrorist. If you call yourself a Nigerian, you are under the terrorist. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. You can't deny it. And I want us to see one of what the camera, secret camera of Showdown captured in the zoo court. I want you to show you the abuse that is happening in Nigeria, the madness, the idiocy that is happening in Nigeria, the lawlessness that is happening in Nigeria that people are not speaking about. I want to show you what Showdown spy camera captured. I want to share with you what Showdown captured.
Right.
Oga, please. Oga.
Good morning, how are you now? Oga. Say, who are you shouting? Who is that? Do I look like Yaya Bello to you? I beg, go and sit down. Go and sit down. Hey, what's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Yes.
I'm a police officer.
So what?
Come out.
I'm not coming out.
Who are you? Can I know you?
I have a business in court.
Okay, please.
No, I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out. You can't clear me. You are not an officer of the court.
Hello, sir.
You are an EFCC officer.
Hello, sir.
You have no business standing in front of the court.
I'm talking to you now.
So
clear,
why is he jumping at me?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes.
Please, what can I do for
This
you?
is a federal high court.
Yes,
bring a court official. I'll talk to the person.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm a policeman.
Or you have a senior. How are you? You are not a court official.
I'm a policeman.
You are allow EFCC to be flying at people in court. That's what the nonsense the DSS does here too. It's not taking it easy now. They are the ones who bring us to court. That's why Mama harass Wale no. EFCC for that matter. Yes. Huh? There's no issue. I have a court case. Please. Leave the road. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'll restrict you.
You can't restrict me. You can't.
No.
There's no order given to you that can prevent me from going to. You can't. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, I'm not going to call anybody to tell you a case I have. No, you have no right. You have no right to prevent me from attending to my case at the Federal High Court. You don't have any right to stay in front of the Federal High Court, regardless of who you are.
Which case do you have?
I'm not going to tell you my case. You are not my lawyer. You are not my lawyer.
You are free.
Stop your foolishness. You are not my lawyer.
You see the illegality. How
very stupid people. How can you be harassing people in front of the Federal High Court?
You see the illegality happening even in the courts, Papa. This illegality is happening in the court. This illegality is happening in their own court, in Nigerian court. Look at the buffoon. He's asking Showore, may I know you? You don't know Showore? 2 times presidential aspirant in Nigeria. And this shameless clown that cannot even feed himself. How much is his salary? The salary said they're owing him. They've not even paid him salary. He's asking Showore, may I know you? If you don't know Showore, your uniform need to be removed. For asking that question, your uniform need to be removed. This is the lawlessness you see in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. You can imagine. You can imagine this thing here, asking Showore, who are you? May I know you? And the most annoying thing, the most terrible thing is that this thing is happening in the court where people are supposed to get justice. In the court where people are supposed to get justice, that is where this nonsense is happening. You see, when Biafrans are shouting, they think it's just about Biafra. This problem is not about the Biafran people alone. It is about every indigenous person in Nigeria. They are under siege. They are under siege. Every indigenous person is under siege. But the only people that have the boldness to challenge the authorities, it is only the Biafrans. Every other people there, they are dancing along with the order of the day. They follow the order of the day. They follow things and they accept every nonsense that is thrown at them. The only people that have the boldness is Biafran. And Biafrans, we are not fighting a selfish cause. We are not fighting it's not a selfish pursuit of our freedom. The freedom of Biafra will bring freedom to the Arewa people. It will bring freedom to the Udua people. It will bring freedom to the Middle Belters. That is why we say Biafra is the only remedy to the failed state called Nigeria. The only remedy is Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing in the front line. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing in the front line for every single one of us to make sure that our voice is heard. And every one of us, now that we have someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and many people have realized, the only thing we could do is to give him the maximum support. Maximum support. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs. And that is why Showore killed him. And many people in that zoo, they killed him. And everyone is calling for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the court, answering for himself. He's in the court, answering for himself. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prepared, fearless. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, we are fearless in the presence of our enemy. He's not a coward. They tried to break him down. They couldn't break him down. They go to the extent of attacking him On Friday, after the court, when he went back to the DSS, a DSS member attacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, kicked him. All these things are psychological warfare. If they show you the person that kicked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, you see that he's a riffraff, a nincompoop that might not be able to spell his name. Just like that clown I showed who was attacking Showdown, telling Showdown, may I know who you are? You just imagine. 2-time presidential aspirants, you're asking him, may I know whom you are? If they show you the person that attacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS, you'll be surprised. All these things are psychological warfare. They have tried to break him down, to surrender. They try to tell different kinds of lies. They try to push him from right, left, and center, and they could not succeed. And now, they resorted to blackmail. Your blackmail cannot hold water. Your blackmail of the supreme leader of IPOB cannot hold water. You can't break him. You can see him very, very prepared. And we are going to be following up the case. You see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is there with his files, very much prepared to represent himself. And we're going to see what is going to be the outcome. But have it in mind that Nigerian